to another video. Today we are talking about pregnancy week 6. How crazy is this? I still can't believe we're doing this a third time. Now to start off with, I feel gross. I feel like I look gross. I can see myself in the viewfinder and I feel like I just look disgusting. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think I look horrible. And it doesn't matter what I do. If I curl my hair, do my makeup, anything, I feel like I just look like a miserable mess. As far as baby, for week 6, baby is the size of a sweet pea at 0.25 inches long. So just still an itty bitty little thing. Super, super tiny. Baby's also circulating blood with an increasingly more sophisticated circulatory system. Baby's about to get cuter too, since he or she is starting to sprout nose, eyes, ears, chin, and cheeks. Baby might even be wiggling his or her paddle-like hands and feet. The baby is once again going to double in size this week, so it should be around ½ inch by the end of the week, which is pretty cool. I really like the Bump app because you can actually see kind of what the baby looks like. There's a little bit of like a 3D diagram and you can kind of like move it around. It's really cool. So that's really fun to look at. My body at 6 weeks, exhausted. Yeah. Nausea, sore boobs, and moodiness. As far as this week goes, I wouldn't say I have any like moodiness or anything like that. I am exhausted. So exhausted. I just want to sleep all the time, but I can't. It probably sounds horrible to some people, but I'm the kind of mom that like if my kids are up and they're doing stuff, I will not sleep. Even if there's somebody here with me, I still don't sleep. Like I don't take time for myself, I guess. I just don't. I never have. If they're up and moving about, I'm up moving about. Unless I'm like really sick. There's been like 2 times where I've been super sick and I've let Danny watch the girls and then I'll go lay down and try to take a nap. But if they're up, I'm up, and it's just kind of how I play the game. I don't feel right not paying attention to them if they're awake. I don't know if that makes any sense. So I'm super exhausted. Even right now, they're both taking a nap and I'm not taking a nap. I feel like there's so many things I have to get done. I've got to clean, I've got to make videos, I've got to edit, I've got to do homework, I have to do actual work. It's just, I don't give myself time. And so I'm always really exhausted, but then with pregnancy, I'm really exhausted. As far as the Bump app says with the hurting boobs, mine don't hurt at all, and they didn't with either one of my other pregnancies, so I don't really expect that to be a thing until later on when I start producing milk and then things get a little messed up. I've had some morning sickness here and there, and I really think it's just due to being tired. I don't know if you've ever just been so tired that you start to feel sick, and that's kind of how it's been in the mornings because I get up at 4 a.m. for work, and so I've been really tired when I get up, and then I'm teaching young children, so I'm like all over the place, moving about and dancing and jumping and singing, and just being pregnant, being overexhausted, and all the movement together are not really meshing well. And so I think that's really what's just causing me to be nauseated. I don't really necessarily think it's 100% morning sickness per se. I have been getting a lot of headaches. That's not a surprise either. I suffer from chronic migraines. I get them 2 to 7 times a week when I'm not pregnant. I can't take any of my preventative medication or the medication that I take when I actually have a migraine. So I've been getting lots of headaches, lots of migraines. They are really easy for me to get. Like as soon as a little bit of a headache starts coming on, I just know in like 30 minutes it's gonna be a full-blown migraine and there's nothing I can do about it. None of the medications that are safe for pregnancy work for me, and that's just how it's always been. Something that is really weird that happened in my last pregnancy too is I really love when my like fingers pop. Like I love any bone really. My neck, my legs, anything. My hip pops a lot because of my scoliosis. It just feels so good to just like pop all those bones. I don't know why it happened in my last pregnancy, and like really towards the end I wanted to just pop my fingers all day long because it just felt so good, and I don't really know why. It's weird. It's really weird, but I just popped another one and I didn't mean to. I don't know. It's a really weird pregnancy symptom. I don't I don't know why that's a thing. I am also starting to break out a lot on my face. My skin is not very good at all. Like I said, I can see it in the viewfinder, and I just feel like my skin looks disgusting, and my makeup looks disgusting, and my hair looks disgusting, and all of it is just gross. But I gotta keep going, and I gotta keep living life, so I'm just gonna have to go with the flow and deal with it. But I am, I've got like, well, it's so weird because I've got like all like these little blemishes and pimples and all kinds of things, but then like I randomly just break out in hives. So like this morning I had a bunch of hives that were like behind my ear and going down my neck, and then my face gets really red, and it's not like I'm reacting to something, it's just random. I do have a lot of allergies, but it's just really random. Like I can just be sitting on the sofa and nothing happening, and then all of a sudden I break out in hives. I didn't have to eat anything, I didn't have to touch anything that I'm allergic to or breathe anything that I'm allergic to. I just all of a sudden start breaking out in hives. So that's also really annoying. One of the really interesting things, and I kind of feel this effect now since I've been talking for a little bit, I went to take a shower this morning, and while I was in the shower, I'm washing my hair, and I just started having an asthma attack. I'm literally doing nothing but like going like this with my hands, and I just break out into an asthma attack because I can't breathe. I'm not even big yet. I mean, you guys saw the intro. There's not really a belly or anything there yet. There's nothing pushing on my lungs, but all of a sudden I just can't breathe because I'm so out of breath so easily. And right now I'm kind of out of breath just from talking. One of my least favorite symptoms that I have, and it is really obnoxious and I don't like it, is varicose veins. So I don't have problems with varicose veins normally, but I know a lot of people do end up getting them during pregnancy, and I do end up getting them in like the last 5 weeks or so on my right foot. I have this real big vein that goes like across my foot, and it kind of like zigzags. It's really gross. And I end up getting that in like the last 5 weeks. Well, at 6 weeks, what do you know? I've already got it, and it is starting to move up my leg, and it does not feel good. I don't like it at all. It's not that it's really super painful or anything, like it hurts, but compared to like other things that I've gone through, it doesn't really hurt that bad. And so really it's just annoying and uncomfortable. So I ended up having to get some compression socks for that. The compression socks help, but they kind of dig into my feet in other places that make it hurt there, and it's just kind of like a lose-lose situation. It's just not good. Another one, and you might be able to tell just by watching this video, is I have a really hard time wearing my contacts. Right now it feels like there's just sand under my contacts, digging at my eyes. I put my contacts in hoping it would make me look a little bit less disgusting today, but they're really driving me nuts. And I'll probably take them out as soon as this video is done. I don't know, I might maybe leave them in for a little bit longer and see if they kind of chill out, because sometimes after I have them in for a little bit, they start to figure themselves out, but it's just been annoying. It's itchy and scratchy, and it stings and they burn, and it's just not a good situation. So I'll probably end up taking them out, but just really wanted to try to make myself look a little less gross. I also have constant allergy-like symptoms on top of the hives and stuff that I'm breaking out in. Like, I don't know if you can really hear that. I'm constantly stuffed up, constantly have allergy-like symptoms, constantly sniffing and sniffling and all the stuff that you don't want to be doing, making weird noises, not being able to breathe. It's just not fun. And I know it just sounds like I'm complaining about pregnancy, which I basically am, but I'm very grateful that I can be pregnant and that I have my kids and I'm having another one and all of that stuff. But my pregnancies are high risk. They're not fun. They're not easy. They're stressful. They're painful, and that's just kind of how it goes for me. I still haven't had my first ultrasound yet, and I still haven't had my first doctor's appointment. I have my first doctor's appointment on November 19th, I believe it's a Monday, and then they'll schedule me for my first ultrasound after that, so I'll probably be somewhere between 9 and 12 weeks when I have my first ultrasound, which is okay for me as long as there's nothing wrong now, like I'm not bleeding or I'm not showing any signs of miscarrying or anything like that. I don't mind having the first ultrasound done later because the baby's more developed and you can see more, and I just think it's really cool to see like the whole baby versus you know, not being able to see the whole baby. I don't know. We're still on the fence about finding out the gender. I think we might do it, but on the other hand, I'm like, no, I really like having the surprise gender baby because my other two were surprises, and I just really liked being able to find out in the hospital. It was really cool, especially for me, since I can't have an epidural. It kind of gave me something to be like, one more surprise, like, you know, the quicker I get the baby out, the quicker I get to know the gender, and it was more like a motivation thing to like find out the gender than already knowing it. So I thought that was kind of cool, but I've already done that twice and thought it'd be cool to find out the gender. If it is a boy, then that would be cool. Then, you know, things are gonna change, and if it's a girl, then things will stay the same and I've got everything I need. And I mean, even then, everything I have up until about 6 months is all gender neutral. All my clothes are gender neutral, all the toys are gender neutral. I have a swing right here next to me that's gender neutral. Jumper, everything, all the big stuff, the whole nursery is gender neutral. So I don't have to spend a lot of money regardless of what the gender is. And I did that intentionally. When I had my first, I said everything's gender neutral. I didn't find out her gender. I didn't do any of that because I knew that when I had another one, if it was a boy, then I'd have to re-buy everything, you know, and if it was a girl, then I already had stuff. But it was so much easier to just have everything regardless of whether or not it was a boy or a girl and not have to worry about extra expenses. The only thing we needed to buy was diapers and wipes. All right, guys, well, I'm really out of breath and I'm really tired, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Thank you for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, click on the little bell so that you don't miss out on any of the notifications when I upload these videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Please leave any questions and comments down in the comment box down below, and we'll see you next time. Bye!